to spend at least 80% of our time on today. Get today right. Do the things God has called you to do today. Encourage others today. Love others today. Work hard today. Get that right. Spend a little time remembering what God has already done through you and through us. Spend a little bit of time planning for what do we do tomorrow, what's the next step, but spend most of your time getting today right in your relationship with God, loving God, your relationship with others, loving others on the team and in the community through your hard work and your works that we do, not to earn our salvation, but because of our salvation, and giving back to God, giving back.
My name's Randy Green, and I was walking down inside the other building, and a little boy was sitting in a chair, and I kind of hadn't noticed him, and as I was walking by him, he reached out and touched my arm and kind of asked me for a hug, and so I stopped and I bent down and I gave him a hug, and it really touched me. I felt like my eyes were tearing up, and I walked on, and he has no idea how much that touched me, and I kind of kept an eye on him the rest of the day and gave him a hug and touched his head. And as we were coming in for lunch, been working all day, my hands were dirty, and I had gotten a wet one and wiped them off, and out of nowhere came this little boy again, and he grabbed the wet one for me and started wiping on my left arm to clean it off for me. He's just a sweet kid, and you look around and what these people don't have, and for him to have joy on his face and a smile is very different from what we a lot of times see in the States with kids who have just everything. So he really blessed me.
This is Jeffrey, and Jeffrey is my 13-year-old sponsor son. And when we come to the Dominican, and as we have a relationship in the Dominican Republic, it's important to do a lot of things, but one of the things is to support these kids and give them a meal a day, and health care and schooling with Vision Trust, and prayer support as well. So I'd like to encourage you to consider taking on a sponsored child and doing it. If a 13-year-old can do it, I know that you can. And Jeffrey's been a great kid. He's growing up, and it's amazing to see the changes in his life. It's great coming out here and playing ball and sweating and pouring cement all day, building a big building and seeing what happens there. So thanks for everything you do and your love and your support.
Hello, my name is Scott Couch, and I'm on staff with Vision Trust as the Director of Project Services. Well, just yesterday we saw another amazing miracle. We've been working hard, and as you look around, you see the walls are up and the concrete floor is in, and the metal trusses for the roof system are being prepared. All wonderful things. But yesterday morning, after we sang and we prayed here on the grounds in what will be their worship center here, the engineer came to me shortly after and said, "I have amazing news for you. The ceiling system is going to be here in just a few minutes." Now please understand that we had not planned on a ceiling system. When I priced those materials, they were over $20,000, and there was absolutely no way that we could do that in the budget that we had. But the engineer had taken the plans to the company providing the wall panels and had given them plans and said, "I want everything here." We did that with several companies. The least expensive company was least expensive by over 50%, so they were a good choice. So when he came to me and he said, "Your ceiling system is here," I said, "Oh, there's got to be some sort of mistake. We didn't pay for a ceiling system." The engineer made some phone calls and came back and he said, "They're providing us a complete ceiling system, almost $20,000 worth of material, and they've included it in their price. It's already paid for." So we not only will have finished walls, not only a finished floor, but a ceiling and a roof over our heads so that this building can begin to be used to the community.
I think the thing that's had the most impact on me here is the fact that although we come from two different cultures and two different languages, there's a peace that surpasses all understanding here with all of the people that are working here and with the people people that live here, and that we have a bond between them and us, and that sometimes our language gets in the way from what we're really trying to accomplish. And I just feel that I have a friendship with the people here in Las Brisas, that the language I haven't needed to create that. So I feel at one with these people at times in what we're trying to accomplish.
And it was at that point that God laid on my heart, this is why we brought the machines. And we were able to give Donia a brand new refurbished sewing machine. It's a hand crank one. And when we took it to her little home, she was so overwhelmed with joy, she couldn't even stay in her house. She was just weeping, went out the back door to contain herself, came back in, and she just praised God that He cared enough, the God of the universe, to bring her a sewing